Hi there, it's Andrew Weiler here again. Today I'm going to talk about the third of the three keys with regards to becoming successful in learning a language. The first two keys I talked about previously was about engagement and skill development. The third of the three keys is confidence. So confidence is an integral part of becoming successful. Without becoming confident, the learner still pretty soon gives up, because whatever is being learnt is not inducing the engagement. It's the confidence that will actually prompt and actually go on to create engagement. I mean, the more confident we are in doing something, the more prepared we are to engage in something new. If we're lacking confidence in what we already know or what we can already do, if we're lacking confidence in what we can do, and that's what's important in skill development, then we're not going to be open to trying something different and engaging in that in a sort of meaningful way. So confidence comes from being able to do what you're learning. So whether it's being able to say sounds, or whether being able to ask questions, or whether it's being able to put together a sentence in some way that makes sense at the time that you're saying it, and you get the reaction that you want, and so forth. It's a confidence that you know that what you're doing it well in terms of what you can do. So confidence doesn't mean that you're highly skilled. It means that your skill is developing. So one can get confidence in very basic skills, in being able to just say a sound. Oh my good, how good's that? I can say that. People understand it. So even a very basic thing you can get confidence at. So confidence comes at every stage of learning a language. And it really is a hallmark that if you can't find the confidence in what you're doing, then there's something going wrong, and you have to go back to looking at your skills and how you're learning the skills and what you're doing with the skills you're learning. And for that to happen, really, the engagement has to happen. So these three keys all play together, and they jump backwards and forwards from one to the other, sometimes in a split moment, or sometimes they work actually working together. So it's really important that you be mindful of these three keys, and if things aren't going well for you in whatever area, for example, your skill development is not moving ahead, you've got to go back and look at what's happening there. Are you engaging in what you're doing? And you crank back the skills you're learning and maybe find a skill which is even more basic than or more fundamental to what you're learning, and work on that. So the smaller the skill, the more chance you have of actually being able to do it. And then the smaller the skills, the more likely are you to get engaged in what you're learning. And then once you're engaged and the skills starts to develop, the confidence will happen. So if one of those three keys is not showing itself to you, go back to the other two or another one and look at that. So that really is a very good way to move your learning forward, to make sure that actually all three keys are working. And if things aren't working well, then also look at the three keys, because all three of them really need to be operating for your success to be continued and long-lasting, and to keep developing. So that's it for now for this particular key. I've decided, after talking about these three lengths that I have, that I will hear me talking about the source that can actually make all those three keys work really well. Thanks for listening. Talk to you next time. Bye now.